Alright, so what is up, guys? So today I'm going to run through my entire workout split today with you guys. So eventually I do want to cover a video regarding the different types of training splits and how you can pick the right one for yourself. I just got a notice on my watch that I need to drink some water, so before we get to this, I'm going to have some of this sugar-free Tang I have from this little Viking cup I got. So good right now. And it's really hot out today too, so hydration, especially important during these hot days. But anyhow, let's get straight into this workout split before I start rambling again. So, as I've explained in some previous videos, I currently run the classic push-pull leg split. This is one of the most popular splits in the fitness community right now. So again, I have my whiteboard here. I'm going to just run through all of the exercises over here. So in my push category here, first we have the push section over here. So how I do this, first things first, I start with bench presses. Those are the most intense compound movements for this day. So start with those first, get things going. So 4 times 8 to 10 reps about on the bench press over there. I usually go either slow and controlled or I'll do very heavy. That's basically the mix of what I do right now. Then after that we have 3 times 10 to 12 of dumbbell shoulder presses. So just in case you sort of don't really know, so think of it like this. You have 2 dumbbells on your side, you're sitting the way I am, and you're just pushing up. So that's pretty much the premise of it. Hopefully soon I can again get some proper footage in the gym, maybe pick a day where no one's there and actually run through a whole workout, maybe with some commentary and so on. Anyway, and then after that I do some incline dumbbell benching. So I'll just take 2 dumbbells. You've probably seen a movement like this before. 4 times 8 to 10 reps of that. And then by this point, my chest will be pretty hammered, so we'll move on to some cable lat raises. 1 arm at a time, 3 times 10 to 12 reps per arm. These are really good for the lats, for the shoulders. And then after those shoulders, we do triceps. So the first tricep exercise will be tricep pushdowns with the cables. If you've ever seen split rope, I'll do those where you pull against both sides and you just sort of separate them. So obviously this would all be easier to explain if I could show you this myself. We'll get to that one day. So after that, cable skull crushers. So if you've ever seen skull crushers with a barbell, you hold them back like this and then you push all the way up, and that will absolutely crush your triceps. I do these with the cables. It's just a bit easier, especially right now, plus less likely to injure yourself, and I ultimately get the same effect, so why not? Anyway, these are honestly actually too one of my favorite exercises in this workout day, besides the bench press. Alright, and then to end it off, so we have 5 sets of 25 reps for calf raises, seated. And then 3 times 10 reps of dips. Again, my shoulders will be pretty much done for by the end of this workout, so that's what I can manage with a little bit of assistance. It's not pure body weight dips. I do use the assisted dips. No shame in that. I'm a heavyweight. It's a bit harder for me. Plus, I slacked for years not doing dips or pull-ups, and I regret it, so I'm catching up all these years later. Okay, and that brings us into our pull day. So again, assisted, I will do pull-ups for 4 sets of 10 to 12. That will be my warm-up exercise. And then after that, I will do 4 times 10 reps of barbell rows, my favorite back exercise, man. I love them. They are nice and hard. I can put a lot of weight on them. And just a fun thing to watch. And a lot of people admire watching you lift barbell rows too. I don't know what it is. I guess just heavy weight attracts people, and things that otherwise look like strange exercises. I don't know why. Barbell rows seems like such a foreign exercise to so many people now. I guess just because we have so many cables and accessory movements now that we've forgotten the basics. But anyway, Then 3 times 10 to 12 of lat pull downs. Another favorite of mine. They're a nice hard exercise. Get a nice big stretch all the way up, all the way down. I am weaker on that exercise, but that's okay. Our time will come for those. Trying to get to my dad's record. He claimed he used to be able to do 15 reps of 225 pounds on these, which I'm very jealous of. And he says I was around my age too, so I got catching up to do there as well. And then 4 times 10 to 12 cable rows. I really honestly just love all these back exercises. I was about to say that's also my favorite one. All of these are becoming my favorite. Honestly, back is my favorite thing to train. People ask me all the time, like my old coworkers, things used to ask what my favorite thing was to train. I always was back. Back is my favorite thing all around to train. Anyways, so that's the whole plethora of back exercises, plus pull-ups technically works your back as well. So we'll move on to some arm stuff. So 3 times 12 to 15 of face pulls. Hopefully you know what those are. Those are again with the rope cable type of thing. You pull out, and those are good for the rear delts. Then 3 times 10 to 12 of hammer curls. I'm currently doing this also with the cables, just because my strength has gone down a bit. Plus I have lower energy from cutting, so we're doing the cable version. Plus cables help actually a lot with conditioning as opposed to raw 3D muscle. Which you want more of when you're bulking, but obviously in the cut now we want more detail, so we're doing a lot more accessory movements like that. And then 3 times 10 to 12 of, I put barbell or T-bar curls just because I was doing the barbell ones first, and now I'm more so just doing it with the T-bar, again, just because my forearms are kind of tired at this point. Plus with the isolation, I can really just target my biceps as I need without worrying about my forearms, tiring out, filling with lactic acid, and not being able to do a complete set. Not something we want, so rather do it with the cables right now. And then the last thing for this day, some abs, 5 times 10 to 15 reps of leg raises. So just standing around, or you can do the pull-up version where you hold onto the pull-up bar, lift your legs up, work the core out. This one is more so, if you've ever seen the ones they have for dips, basically you just rest your arms on the top there, you hold yourself in place, and then your legs will be sort of in the air, and then you can raise them up as you need. Not the best way to explain that, but the best I can do right now, to be honest. Last but not least, legs. Everyone's either favorite or least favorite thing to train. Guys usually hate training legs, from what I can tell. But legs aren't all too bad. I've come more and more to love doing leg day. Even when I hate doing leg day, I still end up glad that I did it and very happy. So there's particular things that make me like leg day more than others. One of them being squats. I used to hate squats just because of the feeling on your neck. But then I realized they make pads for that so that you don't have to bruise your neck every single time you want to do squats. Especially heavyweight squats. When you get to really big numbers and you do it without any support on your neck, man, that can bruise you. I'm not even kidding. I've even seen guys who have a full bruise of the line of the barbell. Think of the barbell where it's standing. Like, the whole area would get bruised. Yeah, I've seen that in some people. It's crazy, man. But anyway, squats are really fun for me. They are a really hard exercise on your legs, but that's part of why I love them too. They're hard to do, they're a challenge, and I'm honestly just really strong at squats. So that's what really keeps me going and doing them. Otherwise, I probably would hate them so much. Anyway, and then after squats, I do leg extensions. So these are sort of leg curls, but they're technically called leg extensions, where you're just sitting. 4 times 10 to 12 of leg curls, actual leg curls. Technically, they're the ones where you have basically weight down on your actual quads themselves to hold them in place, and then you're using with your ankles, you're pushing down on the weight as opposed to up like you're doing with the leg extensions. So that's why, just in case, I put hamstring focus there, because obviously that's an exercise you want to target your hamstrings. And then after that, we have the leg press. So not the angled leg press, but more so the just horizontal one like this. And then you're pushing off a pad. I've probably seen what that is. It's a very common type of leg machine. You can usually find one at just about every gym. I'll do only 2 sets of that, again, because my legs are kind of getting tired at this point. I won't be able to do... I used to do 5 sets of these sometimes, man. That was insane. But at the time, I was not doing any squat, deadlift, no compounds. So it justified doing a bit more. But now that I have all this stuff in at this point, just focus on heavy weight, do 2 nice sets. That gets the job done. So I'll do 2 times 12 of that leg press over there. And then to end it, I will do 4 times 15 of hip abduction. That's a common thing that I feel is usually left out when people do legs, is they ignore their hips. Your hips are very important for stability, balance, even if as a bodybuilder that's necessary for posing. And obviously your hips are still a muscle at the end of the day. Your glutes are as well. That's not stuff you want to forget about, otherwise it looks weird. You can actually even see it in bodybuilding competitions, guys who don't target their glutes properly and they're just completely flat and they make the lower half just look completely unbalanced. Obviously, I think guys fear training their glutes thinking they're going to get some big giant peach or something, but that's sort of not how it really works for a guy anyway. Obviously, storing fat in your glutes is going to be a lot worse than having toned muscle, because actual toned muscle ass on a guy is more so just flat and sort of squarish to describe it. It's not really big and bubbly, I find. But anyway, I don't want to keep rambling about that. Just don't worry, don't skip out on your hips. So things like hip abductions, hip thrusts, do include them. They are more useful than you think. But anyway, this has been my entire workout split explained. Hopefully you learned something from this. Hopefully everything I said has made sense. Obviously, disclaimer, this is not meant to be copied. This is what works for me. I've modified this from a coach that I used to be working with. Just swapped some exercises out, found out the ideal rep ranges around, number of sets. Obviously, your workout routine should be custom to you. Don't just follow one because some guy said, oh, this will explode your body. You should do it too. Everyone's different. We recover differently. We perform differently. There's all sorts of different factors that go into this. So you don't want to just jump into any workout because it looks like it's going to get what you want. Well, anyway, that has been my entire workout split. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, comment something. Check out my Instagram link in the description below. If you want to also join a fun little community here, we have the Vegan Squad community full of highly skilled coaches and a supportive community. If you want to learn more about fitness, macros, etc., consider joining below. It is $99 a month currently, but there is a lot to learn, and if you aren't ready for one-on-one coaching, that is a good start. And other than that, I also have my link tree down below if you want to sign up for some coaching with me, one-on-one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.